It's really cool to just have people in their 20s in general on this platform to, talk about real life shit that people who are 20 years old, have to deal with.
Yes, yes. Welcome back to another weekly edition of ISD in School Detention. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You are here with Devonn. Unfortunately, Pierce is back in New York this week. No, well, not unfortunately, but Pierce is back in New York this week doing his modeling thing. But as you guys know, I always come through. I have a very special guest with me today. If you listen to us faithfully, you know we've had her on the show before, but this is the homie, Corli J. How you feeling?
Yo, what's up? Thanks for having me. I'm good. I'm great. I beat COVID, okay?
You beat COVID?
Hopefully.
Yeah. How are your symptoms feeling?
My symptoms?
Yeah.
I don't have any more. I'm great. I'm back. I'm healthy, So hopefully I get this negative result. And I know that the world just closed again, but I'm going back outside once I get my negative result and having fun. I don't care.
Really? What makes you think you want to just go back outside and wild out again?
You said what?
What makes you want to go back outside again?
I'm tired of being in the house. I've been in the house for 2 weeks straight. I want to go out and eat, I want to go walk around. I want to go see stuff. I'm just tired of being in the house. I'm looking at screens all day.
Yeah. What were your symptoms at their worst?
My symptoms at their worst? I could not smell or taste for 5 days. And then I just had a fever for 2 of them days. I was staying in bed. It was horrible. But it only lasted for 2 days. After that, I was healthy. I just couldn't smell and taste for 5, which is horrible in itself because I felt like a vegetable. Life is not worth living if I can't smell and taste, especially taste.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. That's for sure. When my dad had it, he didn't have any smell or taste for a few days or whatever. But then after a while, he was cool. He had a little congestion, but he always gets congestion. So to him, I don't think that was that big of a deal. To tell you the truth. So. But that really does suck, though. How'd you get it?
I went to Las Vegas, and I don't think that I got it while I was in Vegas. I think I got it from the airport. I went through Midway, and I went with I want to say we went 5 different people, probably more, but 5 people, and we were the only 2 that got it. But everybody else flew in from O'Hare.
Oh, you and Cap got it?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Y'all are married.
Yeah.
How were his symptoms?
He actually didn't lose his smell of taste, but he did have a headache and fever and chills.
Oh, wow. So he got it worse than you.
No, I had that too. I had it worse than him because I had all that, plus I lost my smell and taste. So
that's trash.
I swear.
It's really real out here. You heard about Jeremiah, right?
Yeah, Jeremiah. Yeah, he's in a hospital right now.
He's on a vent.
I know. He must have had some underlying conditions because, it's just that's not regular,
Yeah,
I wonder if he had asthma or something.
I hope so. I don't hope so, but it just really put the fear in people's minds where it's thinking someone like that who is young. Jeremiah's not that old. I don't know how old he is, but he's not that old. And for him, but for him,
in his 30s?
Yeah, but for him to get it and be on a ventilator is that's scary, man.
Wow. Yeah.
So I hope he's doing all right. That definitely shook me up a little bit. I'm not going to lie because, I don't know, people, and I'm not going to lie, I think all of us, especially myself as a younger person, didn't take it as serious as we should have when it first popped off. But now that it's happening again and people are dying, and now it's scary. I'm definitely afraid. Not going to lie to you. I'm not going to live my life in fear, but I'm definitely more worried about it.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't really doing nothing at first. When it first came out, I wasn't doing anything different. I wasn't doing anything wild, just going to places on purpose, and being around a crowd of people. I'm still not doing that shit. But I was just I think I was just doing stuff regular. I was going to my grandma's house, going to see my mom, just going to my family. But I wasn't going to clubs and shit, parties,
Right. Only thing I was doing when we were on lockdown, because my mom has some underlying conditions. So when it first popped off, we were on lockdown. Work, home. Couldn't go to the gym. Then the radio station closed. But then I knew it was something serious when the NBA shut down. I know that sounds bad, but when they took my basketball.
No, but I get it though.
I'm just it's that serious? You gonna cancel a whole season? That's when I got scared. I got a text to all my guys like, yo, what? We can't, no more NBA. Are they coming back next week? Like, what's the fucking problem? No, I was hot. I was sad. I was scared. That scared me for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you, but that
you had the bubble though.
The bubble went good.
You got to enjoy it. Yeah,
I'm very proud.
And they going back right next month.
I don't know if it's gonna be a bubble. I think they're gonna try to have teams play in their stadium. I don't know if it's gonna be a bubble again, but I know they're gonna start on December.
I thought they were going back to a bubble.
It makes sense to go back to a bubble. They're gonna try to start on December 22nd. December 22nd is the date. And personally, I don't like that because the Lakers and the Heat didn't really get enough chance to really rest their bodies.
I was going to say, I feel sorry for their families, you know, they're being taken from their families. That's sad. Like, I'd be so mad if I lost all that time with my husband and then he has to go right back. But I mean, like, granted, they're making that money, but still, though, I'm missing.
Yeah, no, money can't fix everything.
Yeah.
Especially not quality time.
That valuable time. Exactly.
I do feel like they said the hardest part about it was being away from their families.
I know. Well, why they can't go with them?
I don't know, because at certain points in time they started to they started to kind of stagger it and let people in the bubble a little bit. They started just let people go on and go in and in. So I think that was probably one thing of it that kind of helped them out, but I just think that they were going to open the floodgates open, though. And I think you got the option to bring your family, or maybe there's a limited amount of families. I didn't look into that deep enough, but I know that they just kind of let it step by step, but didn't let the floodgates open yet.
Probably, maybe some people did bring their families, like who didn't really have anything to do, like any obligation. But some of their wives still have their own lives and they work and kids go places. Yeah. So I guess that's probably why too.
Yeah, like I know Jimmy Butler. He didn't even want his family down there. He could have offered that. I believe as a child. I know he has a wife or significant other, but he didn't even want her down there because he was just like, it's gonna be a distraction. It's time for basketball. So he didn't even want her down there. And if you look at the way he was looking rough. He looked very homeless. So I guess his time was strictly off of basketball. He looked very homeless. He did. Jimmy Butler was looking horrible, but he was hooping good. That's all that matters. So. All right.
I was like a basketball person, like while I was in high school. Like basketball was my whole life. Like I love basketball. But like when I met my husband, I met Cap, he turned me to a football person. So I don't even watch basketball like that anymore. Like football is our thing. Like for real. Like and I feel like dang, now I slacked on basketball, but like this upcoming season I want to start watching it again and get back in it. But I really start flagging like football is our thing, because like that what was it a couple years ago when we had a chance to the championship with the Bears finally, and then like Cody Parkey blew it all, and it's just like ever since then I've just been like invested in us getting a championship with the Bears.
Yeah, he definitely blew that field goal. I thought the Bears were gonna do really good. That was the Bears team they've had in a very long time. Y'all Bears fans goes through it. I'm not gonna lie. Bears fans, y'all could low key sue for emotional abuse.
You not a Bears fan?
No, I'm a Cincinnati Bengal fan, so it's a little worse. I'm not gonna lie. We've been hot garbage for a while now.
Hey, at least you're not a Packers fan. So.
Yeah, that's fair. But honestly, I do feel like Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback to ever play the game.
I don't want to talk about
this. The thing I feel bad about the Bears is that they've had. Over the years, they've had to repeatedly play players who were some of the best ever at their position. So Aaron Rodgers, one of the best quarterbacks ever played. Adrian Peterson, one of the best running backs ever played. Then you'll have to play Calvin Johnson, one of the best wide receivers to ever play. So it's just like y'all kept getting beat and beat and beat. Y'all didn't really get no break, man. But I think the Bears can turn it around. I didn't like the fact that y'all traded Jordan Howard last year. Or was that this year? I didn't like that because that kind of gave y'all, like, that's when your offense was at its peak. Y'all had Jordan Howard, I forget the other, Tariq Cohen, and y'all were really just running on all cylinders.
I don't know what to say about the Bears. Like, we call them the bad news Bears, but I'm always tuning in and hoping for the best. Like I said.
I feel that. All right, let's get to the agenda. So if this is your first time listening to ISD, one thing we always do is talk about our experiences we go through in our daily lives. This podcast is about 20-year-olds going through and living our life. All right, so first thing we're going to get into, I'll start if you don't want to share, Corli, but one thing I'm working on here is finding better ways to manage my time. I was talking to my girlfriend about this. Managing my time is something that's always been a difficulty for me as I've just gotten older, really just in my life in general. Being here, being there, remembering to be here, put this down on my schedule, make time for this and make time for that. It's always been kind of hard for me just because, I mean, this is an excuse, but I have ADHD. But there'll be some times where, honestly, for me, I'm not using it as an excuse because I'm just flat out fucking lazy sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you. There'll be times where it's just like, okay, wait, I got to be here. I got to do this. But then, wait, I got to go do this and do that. Like, it gets a lot. And then trying to make sure I find time to go to the gym. Okay, still work 40 hours a week. Okay, edit this podcast. Make sure all my editing is up. I know you do some editing. You know how time consuming it is. Oh, and then wait, I gotta make sure I make time for my girl. Okay, then wait, I gotta maybe hang out with my family, or then I gotta cook and I gotta do laundry. It's just like, when is this shit gonna end? So that's what I've been dealing with lately. It's just managing my time.
Well, I completely agree with that. So like since COVID started, I've been like nonstop writing different articles. I've been freelancing a lot, and I'm part of this fellowship that I got. And it's really hard. It's really hard to manage my time between all this stuff because I feel like I'm always working on something. I always got something on my mind, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like in a fellowship, we're talking about like being journalists and how you always feel like you always have to be at work. And like you on social media, you always get all this information, and it just seems like it's overwhelming. But you want to use it to your advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's like you have to take that hat off. You have to just like use it as leisure time. And I struggle with that because I feel like every time I'm on social media, I want to give out information, right? I want to report on something. I want to tell somebody some new facts or whatever. But I just learned like sometimes I could just post like, I don't know if you've seen on Twitter, like I was talking about girlfriends and I was just like talking about how I hate one of the characters, and it's like
Tony,
my
right?
Twitter doesn't always have to be my Twitter doesn't always have to be about my articles and different information that I like found out. And I recently trying to get back to my guitar. Like I don't know if you knew, but I play guitar, but I fell off like when I became a freelancer, and I was just like constantly writing and doing all this other stuff. And yes, I do edit, and it's just like I fell off my guitar. Like it's just like, dang man, I don't even love the guitar anymore. You know, so I'm trying to get back into that. It's just like having better I don't know, time management with all this stuff. It's just hard though because I feel like I'm always working on something. You know?
And then like it's also easy for you though because the person that you're with lives with you. So you don't have to see like me and my girl live an hour apart. So
oh my God, I gotta do that.
Hey man, you just really gotta like the person. You really gotta like the person. You really gotta feel it. This is all worth it. We had this conversation last night. She's like, you know, do you regret anything with me and her? And I was like, nah. Like, I enjoy every bit of it. Yeah, sometimes some things are harder than normal, and it puts a strain on it. You know what I'm saying? But I got no regrets. I'm glad. I'm really happy. You may catch me complaining. I'll complain like shit, but I try not to complain because just like I have a wonderful person in my life. I'm working on my career and I'm putting money in my pocket. I have my own place where I can live and I take care of myself. Not a lot of people can do that. So the fact that
like what happened though, like how did y'all meet? Y'all already spent an hour apart. Like when did this happen?
So we met at my 9 to 5. I work with her mom. And so, because I work with her mom, I met her 4 years ago. I had a little mini crush on her. I was too not confident to say anything. I wasn't confident. So I was like, he, let's hang out. Okay, I'm going to flake on you. Let's hang out. I'm going to flake on you. And I was like, okay, whatever. So then when quarantine popped off, I was just like, man, let me hit up somebody. We just talk all the time. So we started talking all the time. And then one thing led to another, and then here we are. And that
okay, wait. So y'all started dating in quarantine?
yeah.
And you met her 4 years ago?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know. My timing is terrible. I know. But I have trash time. It's weird how that works. So, like, in March, it started with, like, FaceTimes every day. So we just FaceTime, just talked every day. Ain't had shit else to do. It's a blessing and a curse because if you can't, we obviously couldn't see each other. And the fact that we were just talking like the entire time, it made you get to know that person better. It made you become comfortable with that person, you know? So I'm glad that we spent all that time talking to each other and was on FaceTime for like nonstop and doing whatever. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Aww. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cute. So she had already stayed an hour away from you.
Yeah, she stayed in the city, near UIC, and I stayed near. Me and Pierce told you where we live at. We live near the border between Wisconsin and Illinois.
Yeah.
So it's about an hour. At the time, that's where she stayed.
So, how often do you come to the city?
She only she lives outside the city actually, but I come up here. We alternate weekends. So one weekend she come up to my place. The other weekend I go down to her place, and then if we can, I try to slide and see her during the middle of the week, or vice versa.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of work, but I like that y'all making that effort. That's cute.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, and it's all worth it though. There are definitely times where you have to question. Like, I feel like if you don't question things that are going on in your life, then you're not living life right. You're just kind of being mindless. So I question things. I'm just like, is this worth it? Is it this? And I'm trying it out. But as things going on, you just have a moment where it's just like, yeah, this is all worth it. I'm super happy. Everything here, I'm doing what I need to do. This is where I feel like I need to be. And the positives outweigh the negatives. So I'm really happy.
What's up? I like that.
Thank you. She's
y'all cool.
Thank you. Well, I mean, when I think of young couples and I think of young love, I definitely think of you and Cap. You know what I'm saying?
You're lying. Stop it.
I mean, you guys been together since high school, correct?
Yeah, 9 years.
9 years. And then, like, y'all get married, y'all have a house together. It's just like, that's really uncommon among young people. A lot of young people spend their time hoeing, shopping around, trying to put.
You ain't about the whole shame though.
No. I'm not shaming. I'm not shaming. I'm not shaming. But at the same time, you know, I would definitely rather, and I'm sure you can agree to this, I would rather have a partner that I know I can trust and build with than be trying to guess and figure it out. Like,
I think that a lot of it is that people don't trust people. You know, it's like they got trust issues. They've been done dirty. So it's not like even like they just like hoeing because, you know, they want to, basically. But it's just like, I don't trust these niggas. I don't trust these hoes. So I'm doing them dirty. So they just be dirty, you know?
Right. But then the cycle continues. That's a vicious cycle. But then when that cycle comes, and then when they meet somebody who's actually ready to be serious with them, because at the end of the day, freelancing and hoeing or doing whatever and all that single stuff is going to get tiring. You're eventually going to want someone you could just be with. You know? And I feel like when you meet that, by the time you think you may have met that person that's really dope to be with, you too busy being all like burned out and upset and stressed because you feel like the person gonna hurt you because you hurt somebody else or somebody else hurt you. So you still holding on to that because you were playing in that field where you can get hurt at any given time no matter what you're doing. But it just feels good to know that I got a partner that has my back no matter what.
Yeah, for real. I'm really like grateful for that. And I feel like I'm real blessed. Especially because like this is kind of messed up, but like a lot of people feel and women feel about themselves that they gotta go through hurt in order to feel like they being loved. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta go through something, you know, and I'm very happy that I never had to go through that to feel like somebody loved me, you know? Like I was just thinking this the other day when we were like working together, like I was washing, he was cleaning up, and it was like, I'm glad like we actually have a partnership, you know? Like he don't feel like I owe him anything. I don't feel like he owe me anything. It's just like we both do this together because this is what we want, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. It's a weird thing because I remember the first time I was in love, I was 17 years old. Was I really in love? But I didn't really, that was my first serious relationship. So at the time, I didn't really feel that pain. I didn't feel that hurt that people talk about. Like everyone's been hurt a little bit, but I think that's definitely more, maybe you could speak to that because as guys, we've never thought like that. We just think, okay, you meet a girl, boom. Do I like her enough to make her my girlfriend? Or do I just kind of want to just do like hook up with her, maybe smash a few times and just keep it cordial type thing? We have a very A and B type situation. Rarely ever is it A. A lot of times with dudes. Like dudes, well, I guess it all depends on the guy. Let me not generalize guys, but
right.
A lot of times the stories that we hear, it'd either, you know, I'll just mess with her, she cool, whatever. But then one thing I feared is that, damn, what if I'm messing with this person, but I end up really liking them? This could be something. So why not go down A? And that's been something that I have tried. Like I've definitely gone down the A route a lot because I'm just like, man, like, why waste my time? Like, why sit here and overthink this? Like, let me see if I can figure this out and make this work. Because at the end of the day, like me personally, I'm not the kind of guy to maybe talk to multiple women at a time and do it. That's just not my speed. That's just not who I am. So, and I know at the end of the day that I'm going to want a partner. I know what I'm going to want at the end of the day. At the end of my life, I know I'm going to want someone I can build with. So why not try that? Even though it sucks because in our age range, sometimes people don't want to get that serious. So, and, you know, especially because we're so young, which I understand that. But as someone who likes to be serious with somebody, it's definitely...
I don't understand that. Because why not want to start young? Like, why people want to start their life when they so old? Like, I mean, granted, everybody's life is different. But if you have the opportunity just to meet your soulmate, right, like now, and you can spend as many years as possible with them, then why not?
Mm-hmm. I highly agree. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's not going to matter who these other people in your life. They matter because you learn lessons. But in terms of being happy in the end game, what matters is your partner, who you're going to build with. And I'd rather build with somebody now in my life. Because as you get older, you're only going to become less trusting. So why not get some, like, I mean, listen to the way like our parents and our grandparents talk. When we talk, well, you haven't talked to them about a new person in a very long time, obviously. But like, you know, even when you introduce Cap to your family, I'm sure they were kind of like, oh, well, you sure you can trust them? You sure this? Because this will happen, then that'll happen, then this will happen. Like you hear stories from old people who've seen really messed up shit. So it's just like, why not build this young now? Where I build this up with someone, I've seen all their ups and downs. They've seen all my ups and downs. Like, why not? Why not build this brick by brick and take our time?
That's what I say all the time. I don't understand it. People be like, I'm too young to settle down. Like, what? I don't get that. Like, why you trying to be like everybody else? It's like, that's what everybody doing. And they be in their 30s and 40s looking for love when they probably missed out on that when they was in their 20s, you know?
Thank you. And that's just I don't want to miss out on. I don't want to miss out on that. I don't want to miss out on that, man. And the thing about this relationship I'm really happy about is that I have more confidence in myself now than I've had in a really long time. And I have confidence in us as well. Like, she makes me want to be a better person. She really gives me a good foundation for just things that I can grow on as a man. Like, she doesn't try to change me too much, but she'll definitely be like, yo, do you really want to do this? Should you do this? And sometimes she'll be like, all right, you know what? I'm going to let you fuck this up. Go ahead. I'm going to let you fuck it up. The other times she's just like, yo, like, don't do that. So, and we make each other better in a lot of areas too. So young people fall in love, being in relationships, I'm all for it. I'm all for that. Obviously, do what you're going to do. Take your time to discover yourself. But I feel like our generation shouldn't be so opposed to relationships. I feel like social media plays a part in that because social media is always like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Hot girl summer, hot boy shit, walk the bam, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like everything. First of all, everything that's hot eventually has to cool down. So if it's hot, damn near it's not gonna be hot forever. You're not a volcano. You're not the sun. You know what I'm saying?
That's weird.
You know what I'm saying? So by the time you cool down, shit, just be cool with somebody. Maybe y'all can get some friction, heat up together. I don't know. I sound stupid, but I just think that. But I just think that.
Way too literal.
I'm very literal. I'm a very literal thinker. I like put pictures in my mind. I create these scenarios. I just be throwing that shit out there. But literally though, like it just makes sense. You're not gonna be hot forever. And do you really want to be hot forever? Nah, man. Eventually, you want to cool down.
Hey, the only person that's hot forever is Drake. Okay.
Facts.
You can quote me on this.
Facts. He has not missed. I don't know. He's been doing this for 10. Let's see.
Bruh.
I'm 25, 14 years now.
Consecutive.
Yes, consecutively. Not only album I really feel from Drake. I went through a no Drake phase though, because that's when he really started like singing. Like when More Life came out, I was just kind of like, what the fuck is this? And I wasn't really feeling it at all. I don't really like More Life. The first, like...
He said, okay, but I'm not mad at that, though, because he literally said that it wasn't an album. He said it was a playlist.
Yeah. And that's what it felt like. It didn't really feel cohesive. It felt really random. Like, I'm looking at the track list. Like, Free Smoke was good. No Long... It lost me at No Long Talk. I was like, yeah, this shit is not it at all.
I don't like that. My favorite one is Since Way Back.
Since Way Back off of More Life?
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with this album, so you may know more about it than me. You definitely know about it than me. I didn't really feel it. Fake Love was good, but that was like the hit. So.
Yeah. I ain't like Fake Love. I feel like let me see. Let me check out the track list because I feel like Fake Love took over for a song that I felt like should have been the hit. Right. I hate when they do that, where they pick a hit that I feel like shouldn't be the hit.
I believe, if I remember correctly, Do Not Disturb is pretty solid, though, if I remember correctly.
Huh?
Do Not Disturb is pretty solid, though, if I remember correctly. Do Not Disturb.
Freestyle.
No, Do Not Disturb, the song.
Oh, Do Not Disturb. I don't think I listen to that a lot. But, dang, what is it? Is it Sacrifices? No, I think it's Blim. I like Blim.
Blim?
Yeah.
Like I said, this
you know that one?
Not really. This album, I went through a no Drake phase. I was just like, I was really annoyed with Drake because he's everywhere, 24/7. There was no break in Drake. We got album, Hotline Bling, and goddamn whatever other hit song he had at the time. Like Drake never goes away out of our faces. So it's just like, ugh.
But that's what I like about him though, because I feel like, me and Tab were just talking about this yesterday. I feel like he gives you just enough that you don't get tired of him, because like he's not like the baby, right? Who's dropping albums every 6 months. Who's like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But like, so like the last big Drake hit was that one with him and Dirk, right?
Banger.
And that's been like a few months that have been out, but Drake is still relevant, you know, in music talk today. And I feel like that's perfect, like, because he's not like J. Cole and Kendrick, where he stay away for years. But you know what I'm saying? It's like he gives you just enough of him.
Yeah, no. I agree. I think that Drake is one of the greatest recording artists of all time across any genre. But I just feel like it's just like, damn, dog, can I get a break? That's how I be feeling. But Hotline Bling, once that phase happened, it was. If you're reading this, let me look at the album list. Let me see. Where is it at? View all albums. Okay. So Far Gone, Thank Me Later, Take Care, Nothing Was the Same was a classic. What a Time to Be Alive was mad annoying. To me, I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
I'm not a Future fan.
I'm not mad at you.
I
feel like he's overrated.
Thank you. I do as well. I don't think Future's that he don't make good music to me. That's just my. Let me not say that. I'm not a fan of his music. And I felt like it was annoying because again, that was when I was annoyed with Drake overall, because we got If You're Reading This Is Too Late in 2015, and then we got What a Time to Be Alive in the same year, and then now it's at the.
Hold on, wait. I'm sorry. What a Time to Be Alive, and then which one?
And If You're Reading This Is Too Late.
Okay.
Those are both in 20.
If You're Reading This Too Late was amazing.
Classic. One of my favorite Drake projects. Nobody talks about it like that. Classic. That's that right there. That period of music from Drake, and that was the Drake and Meek beef. So Drake was already the man. It was like Charged Up, Back to Back. If You're Reading This Is Too Late. Then he was on tour. Jungle. Ooh, yes. Energy.
You know that her covered that too?
Oh, I didn't know she covered that. I did not know she covered that. And then 6 Man is tough. Yep. And then No Telling. It's tough too. Like on his Legend, Energy, 10 bands. No.
Legend, bro. Legend.
Tough.
That song is legendary.
Facts. It's super tough. But speaking of music, now we on that topic. Why don't we glide right into the jukebox? Do you know who Bobby Caldwell is?
Yeah. That's the guy that sing, what you won't do for love.
You tried everything, what you won't give up. Yes, I don't know why, miss. Okay, go fuck it up then. Here on the jukebox, we talk about music that we've been listening to lately and music that is new that's come out. I put on a whole playlist of him at work the other day, and it's just bangers, man, and just not bangers, but just old school smooth classics. Like, I feel like that music is so, like, soul music is so timeless because it will always touch you in a certain type of way in your heart, you know? Like, when it's trap music, like, if it's...
Goosebumps.
Man, big goosebumps. And trap music, to me, it's just kind of there. Like, I like some trap artists, I like some trap music, but it's like, I feel like after a while, there'll be some people who love this phase, but this old classic music that's been around for, like, 20, 30 years already, for, like, years from now, it's not going to go away. Because there's just something about it that gives it that timeless feel. It don't feel like...
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I feel like that about Stevie Wonder. I love Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, because trap music is a lot of... Well, hold on. What's your favorite Stevie Wonder song?
I like the album Keys of the song. Keys in the Songs in the Key of Life.
Mm.
And my favorite song, I don't know, it's tough. I listen to Master Blasting a lot. I
Mm.
love that song so much. It like reminds me of my grandfather. He loves Stevie Wonder, and it's just like it always put me in a good mood.
Facts. Me too. I feel like the thing is with music, it's just my opinion, but like when it's just like trap beats and it's just beats on beats and it's like like that's more about the beat than it is the artist. And if it's just a and if it's
I
just
can
a
see that.
and if it's just a beat, it's not gonna live long. It's not gonna be like you remember in 2018, we're gonna be like 2030. Remember 2018 when we heard that new little Uzi, ooh, it was crazy. Go and put that on. Like, nah, I don't feel that way.
You don't think so?
No. Not even
So
a
you
little
saying
bit.
like no artist right now has longevity?
Oh, no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying specifically certain trap artists where trap songs with a beat is more relevant than the artist.
Okay.
Where it's just like,
Okay.
because I feel like a lot of music now is more so beat based than it is artists actually talking or singing on the track. You see where I'm going? And I say that to say because I feel like old school soul music or even soul samples in hip hop, that kind of music will live forever because those soul samples where they're singing, they're making us feel how they feel, those live forever because they put themselves so much into that song. Whereas I feel like certain trap artists where they're just kind of going through the motions and that's not gonna live that long because it's just a beat.
Okay, so you feel like just like emotional music lasts longer. You could tell someone's passionate about what they're putting into their craft, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you use Lil Uzi as an example. So give me an example of somebody that who we would say in 2030, like, oh man, in 2018 when this shit came out, like,
Kendrick.
who's an example of that?
Kendrick.
No, like other than that,
okay.
obviously like Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, but I mean like somebody else, like
Ari Lennox.
Oh yeah, I love Ari Lennox.
Jhené Aiko, Summer Walker, and that's just R&B. On the rap side, you could Ho forever.
Hold on. Let me go back. I don't think I agree with you about Summer Walker though, because I feel like her beats make her like
really
running on the track. Yeah, if it wasn't for running on the track, I don't feel like her album would have been all that. And I gotta be honest.
Interesting. What makes you feel that way? Do you feel like her beats kind of dominate her album?
Yeah, and I feel like she's not a singer. People who can sing. I feel like Ari Lennox can sing. Like, I don't feel like...
Sing. S-A-A-N-G.
Yeah, like, I don't feel like Summer Walker can sing. Like, she can sing. Yeah, she can hold a tune, but I don't know if her music gonna stand the test of time. But we shall see.
That's a good point. I've listened to the project. It's definitely a decent project, but I never thought of it that way. That's a good point. Who else on the R&B side do you like right now? I've heard these things about Umi.
Who?
Umi, U-M-I. I don't know if you heard of her.
No.
She's like an R&B singer. I've heard good things about her. I've never sat down and listened to one of her projects. I think her album's called Introspective. The cover is like her looking at a mirror, looking at herself in like a mirror. I'll send it to you later. But I haven't checked.
Who I listen to? That's tough. There's a lot of people. Jamila Woods, say her name. Masego. Masego is amazing.
Tough. Very good artist. You know who I'm a fan of? Puts out good music. Code of the Friend.
Code of the Friend?
Code of the Friend.
Is it a group?
Nah, he's a rapper. He's out of New York. He's all about positivity, self-love, self-discovery. Code of the Friend is fire. Corli, fire. Yeah, his music will stand the test. He's not one of our big three, but his music will stand the test of time.
What about like Bryson Tiller?
Ooh, that's a good one because I think the thing is with Bryson,
her music will definitely stand.
Definitely, I definitely agree.
But what you gonna say?
Bryson Tiller, don't get me wrong, like he's great, but I haven't listened to his new album yet, so maybe I shouldn't say this point, but this is okay. I'm just gonna say it. This is me saying it before listening to his new album. But it just feels like he can only do that one thing, where it's like the rap sing thing, And I feel like while Trap Soul is a classic and forever will be a classic, and that will play that forever on, what else we gonna get from him? You know?
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Like, I'll listen to Trap Soul for the rest of my life.
He still got some time to show himself though. I feel like
He does, because if he released like a straight rap project where he not singing, he just rapping, I will fuck with that, because he can flow.
who you like better, Bryson Tiller or Tory Lanez?
Bryson Tiller, that's easy. Don't get me wrong, like
That was super easy for you.
yeah, it was too easy, but I remember when Say It and Don't were out at the same time. Remember that song, Say It and then Don't were out at the same time, and it's like they both killed both songs, and it was tough for me at the time, but I've listened to Tory's projects he put out, and it feels like, even though I like the soul tapes, right? That's what they're called.
Chick Tape.
Chick Tapes. Thank you. Yeah, Chick Tapes. The Chick Tapes were nice. I think they're good, and he's put out more body of work than Bryson. Trap Soul, which is a whole different feel to me. I never heard nothing like Trap Soul before, and it feels like, and even though I'm a fan of people who use samples, it just felt like Tory was giving me like some of the samples on Chick's Tape felt kind of forced a little bit. I liked it. I liked some, but some of them felt kind of like, you gonna take this nostalgic, bitch. You gonna take this shit, nigga. You finna take this nostalgia.
Yeah, which a lot of artists do today, right? Like, you think they feel like you gonna like this song because they sampled it. Like, you know that you like the original, so you're like, I think you gonna love it.
Yeah, like Saweetie, for example. Like, some people feel like it's. I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm not the biggest Saweetie fan, but the songs he dropped, they're bops. I'll be like, okay, like this is decent. Okay, like
this ain't. That's my tape.
You know what I'm saying? So like they're decent. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, she don't make bad music, but just Tory sometimes feels kind of forced to me. I'll go with Bryson over Tory. He's smoother, and I think that comes from me also liking like old school R&B soul music. Not saying Bryson's an old school artist, but he's closer to old school than Tory is.
Yeah.
So that's where I go with that. Did you listen to Future and Uzi's tape?
I listened to it once.
What'd you think?
So I don't know if I can really give an opinion, but from what I heard, I thought it was decent. I mean, it's not nothing different that you would expect from them, so it's expected. But it's a couple songs on there I rock with. What about you?
I'm okay on it. I haven't listened to it yet. I'm gonna listen to it.
You're not gonna listen to it?
I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna be fair, do my due diligence as a personality, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm not gonna lie. Because
it's 16 songs. It's 16 songs on it. Like, okay, and then like I made this point, like, whenever an album has, I think I said more than 9 songs, I get irritated.
Really?
More than 9 songs, yes, I get irritated. Like, yeah, I need to adjust to the times. Like, I feel like we over 10ing up. We over 10ing up projects nowadays. You know, people got short attention spans. You need to make it a little bit shorter. I'm sorry. Like, Kanye, he sold me on a 7 song project. I mean, I'm sorry. But it's just like, that's what I look forward to now. If I see anything longer than like 9 songs, I'm like, man, I gotta make time to listen to this shit. And I feel like when you put all them songs on an album, I feel like a lot of them gonna be like throwaways, like fillers. Just give me your best 7 songs. Give me your best 9 songs, okay?
Yeah, I kind of feel where you're coming from. Personally, me, I'm not gonna mind an album that's a little longer, 15 tracks, like Benedict Butcher's album, which I love, Burden of Proof. I don't know if you listen to Benny the Butcher or not.
No, I didn't listen to his new album.
Benny the Butcher. Oh man, hopefully he gets better. He just got shot too. Pray for Benny the Butcher, man.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay. In Texas, everybody getting shot in Texas.
In Houston, yeah. Mo3, Boosie, and now him. I don't know what's going on, bro, but I hope everybody's okay. Benny the Butcher project was 12 songs long. I don't mind that.
12. Okay.
Conway the Machines project was 14 songs long. Which project? Because Griselda puts out so many music. This is From a King to a God. That was 14 songs long. So I don't mind it. My cap would probably be like 15, 16. But
what? Busta Rhymes,
that shit was
he
long
had a
decent
amount. Oh well, yeah. But that was good. I would give him that. I love that new Busta Rhymes now.
Yo, you like it?
Oh my God, 26 songs.
Yeah, it's long as fuck. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Now,
Dude, let's do it.
if it's my I haven't finished it yet. The thing I listened to actually, which is our next bullet point, was 2 Chainz. That new 2 Chainz album is decent.
I didn't know that 2 Chainz got the album.
It's decent.
I was like, I saw that. I was like, what? 2 Chainz got the album? His last album was Rapper Go to the League, right?
Yeah, and that was pretty decent too.
That was a good. I think my favorite song in that one is Sam. Uncle Sam taking grams. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
My favorite off a Rapper Go to the League, I'll probably Statute of Limitations. Tough. That scene, I think that's when he was rapping about dropping bricks off to all different rappers.
Yeah.
That was hard. And then Mama hit a lick. NCAA was hard too.
Oh my God, yes, I hit a lick. I hit that lick. And I like that beat on Death to Society. That beat is so crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super tough.
Yeah, that's a good album.
It was pretty decent. It was definitely decent.
But like when I learned about 2 Chainz dropping the album on Facebook, somebody said this new 2 Chainz album sucks.
Yeah, okay. It don't suck.
They said it's trash.
Oof, the cap. It don't suck, bro.
For real?
I don't think it sucks. I don't think so. Lambo Wrist is pretty solid. My favorite song on here is Feel Away. 2 Chainz, Kanye, and Brent Faiyaz. Whew.
Okay.
It's tough. The only issue is that Kanye, when just 2 Chainz and Brent Faiyaz, the song is hard. It's crazy. It's super tough. But then Kanye comes on, can talk about new slaves and all this other shit. And I'm just like, bro, you fucked up the whole vibe of the song, bro.
But he said that he wasn't making secular music anymore, right?
He was.
This is his first secular song with non-secular, whatever it's called.
Something like that. I don't remember Kanye's exact lyrics, but he wasn't on there being holy.
Right.
I don't see how you want a song with 2 Chainz and you being non-secular, but it's cool. It's whatever, man. Free Lighter with Chief Keef. Hard.
Oh, got Chief Keef on there?
Yes, Chief Keef is on the 2 Chainz album. Tough.
Oh, wow.
Southside Hope is hard. Vampire's hard. Wait for You to Die is hard too. So 2 Chainz.
What's the name of the album?
So Help Me God. I like that title and the cover too.
My internet's being stupid. So let me see.
What's up?
My internet's being weird. It's not letting me load the album.
Oh, I got you. It's all good. All right, let's move on to miscellaneous section. So I want to get done by like 2. So let's we'll call it like 2:05 because I got other things to take care of. Business, you feel me? Business.
I feel you.
All right, miscellaneous. So I guess one thing we could talk about is the fallout from the election. What do you think? I don't want you to take your time. Get out all your thoughts you can. Where do you think America goes after this election? Oh, you got your hands together. You about to go off.
I'm not about to go off because it's going to be real simple. It's just going to be like,
all right,
where they've been. Okay? I'm tired of putting all this power into presidential elections. Y'all need to vote in these local elections.
Facts.
Y'all see what Roy Lightfoot just said?
Bro,
did you hear what she said?
Yeah.
She said,
you vote for this, I'm not going to do shit for you.
With the Black Caucus, okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Headphones, so I could just die.
I
yeah, and then whole thing was not okay. Her regressive ass budget to not ask her for shit for the next 3 years. How do you do that? How are you a mayor? You telling somebody to not ask you for anything? What are you talking about? I don't give no freak about this presidential election because ain't nothing gonna change. Okay?
You can cuss here. It's not what's the word. You can cuss here. You can cuss here.
I don't give no fuck, okay? Everything's gonna be the same. You need to fucking vote Lori Lightfoot out of office.
Yeah, that when I read that, like I wasn't too up on her, but I know a lot of people just didn't really fuck with her like that. But then when I read that, I was like, damn, she don't give a fuck about nothing. Is she from Chicago?
Exactly. No, she's not from here.
Oh, we electing people
She's from Ohio.
Oh, we electing people for here that's not from here still?
Yeah, I think that you have to live here for a certain time.
I guess, but they're not from here though. So it's just like, who gives a fuck?
Exactly. I agree.
That shit, man.
Yeah, so to answer your question, we gonna be in the same Well, I don't know if you saw that. That I mean, like the hood if you vote, the hood if you don't vote, and then for me, that's like if you vote for president, because we need to be more focused on these local elections. Fuck the president, because they ain't shit gonna change for you, really.
Unfortunately, as sad as that sounds, and I think that is bullshit that as we still got to go through this kind of stuff. I think it's fucked up that all this kind of happened because it's just like we, the people, just want fairness. We just want to be treated right.
Yeah.
We just want equal opportunity for everybody, and we just want to be okay and not feel like our government's gonna stab us in the fucking back. And to know that the people in power, the people doing the worst, is something that kind of is very disheartening. And the fact that we're kind of numb to that is kind of crazy. Like when I read that about Lori Lightfoot, and I've heard her say so. I heard a recording of her saying some wild shit before to be cussing at people. And I guess cussing at somebody's not bad. I'm not gonna say that, but it's what she said. The fact she said, if you don't vote for this, don't ask me for shit. Like that's crazy as hell, bro. There's got to be some type of unprofessionalism, some type of violation.
Gotta be legal. But right, exactly. Like they just say something like that.
You know, it sounds like you're trying to sway a certain vote a certain type of way. Like that was shitty. I didn't like that she said that, and it really broke my heart to hear that's going on in Chicago right now, man. That's fucked up. Yeah. And I feel like politically, while we kind of got Donald Trump out of office, and now we have someone in there who, even though he's not perfect, he's making strides to be better. And I think that he may make a better bet than Donald Trump. But I have a question for you. And I saw this on your Instagram story, and I wanted to ask you, I saw in your story did you say that you voted for Kanye, or was I watching somebody else's story?
Yeah, I said I voted for Kanye.
So you did vote for Kanye?
I may or may not have voted for Kanye.
Can I ask why? If you did vote for Kanye, can I ask why?
I may have voted for Kanye because I feel like, how can I put this? The people who have historically been in political power, i.e. Kamala Harris, i.e. Joe Biden. I'm not going to say Biden for a second. But they have continuously upheld corruption and continue to do so. And I don't feel, like I said, like it probably was a protest vote because, like, at the end of the day, I knew that Kanye wasn't going to win. But at the same time, I don't care because the conditions of my people are still going to be the same, no matter if it's Trump or Biden in office. And that's my sense on it.
Mm. Do you feel like Kanye would have made a better change to them?
No. So it's not even like that. So like I said, like it might have been. It's like I feel like it could have been a protest vote if I did vote for him. Right? It's like I said, like I knew that he wasn't going to win, but it's just like fuck this whole system. Like I could have wrote myself in. It's just like how much I don't give a fuck about either one of them. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that I'm a huge proponent for the fair taxes I did vote in with law.
Hell yeah.
So crazy.
Spread the wealth. Spread the wealth. Absolutely. But
yeah.
I hear what you're saying about Kanye. Respectfully, I will disagree with you. Respectfully, of course. I voted for Biden, and I just feel like because we elected someone in without political. I got a few points. We voted someone in with no political experience before, and look how that happened. Not saying that Kanye would beat Trump. I'm not saying that, but it didn't go. It didn't go too well. And then two, I feel like now obviously Biden wiped the floor with the votes, right? But say Trump did win, and Biden was our best bet to get any change that wasn't Trump, but we had so many votes go to Kanye. It would make me beg the question, like, yo, how many of these votes could have went to Joe Biden? Who's going to make a difference versus not, you know?
I mean, that's valid, though. But as much as media was pushing, get Trump out of office, and everybody don't do the protest vote for Bernie Sanders or Kanye, you know, like, I just didn't see America doing that, you know? So that's what I think about it. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, though.
Okay, I hear you. Hey, it's
like you got the outcome that you wanted. So
facts. We all did. A lot of us just wanted Trump out of office, and I think that's primarily what we were going for. So
yeah, but I just want to say that I really hope that one day that we could be as excited as people are to see somebody that looks like them in office. I want people to be as excited for actual policy changes. Like, so we should be far beyond these symbolic victories of somebody that looks like you in office, because at the same time, the person that looks like you can be your enemy. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you. I feel you completely, Corli. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I had fun.
Of course, of course. Give everybody your social medias.
I am at Corli _JAY on everything. So at CORLI_JAY.
Better.
Yeah, you can Google me with that anyway and see all my articles and stuff. I'm on work.
Google her. Google her.
Google me, baby. Google me, baby.
Yeah. Pierce isn't with us today, guys, but Pierce _Michael1 on Instagram. You got to check him out on Snapchat too as well, but he's primarily on Instagram at Pierce Michael. ISD and School Detention on all of platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Most importantly, ISD and School Detention on all your podcast platforms, guys. Please go run it up, stream us, give us rates, leave comments, all of that in between. And of course, guys, check us out on YouTube as well at ISD and School Detention. My name is Devonn. Find me at Devonnalan on Instagram, or DStreets815 on Twitter. Thank you guys so much for joining us. You guys have a blessed week.